Love isn't finding someone you can live with. It's finding someone you can't live without. It's not finding someone you can live with, it's finding someone you can't live without. And that's exactly what these two guys have found.
Thank you for being here for such a joyous occasion and taking time out of your busy schedules to be here and celebrate with us. As I try and talk tonight, you're going to hear my voice crack. You may see my bottom lip quiver, and you will see enough water come out of my eyes to irrigate a dove field. So, this is the third time I've done this, and I'll promise it doesn't get any easier. I could stand here and tell Shelby stories all night, but I need to speak to Taylor for a few minutes. Taylor, we've prayed for you since Shelby was born. Of course, you didn't know it, but we were praying for you. As recent as the night y'all met.
Hi, we're the sisters. I'm Rachel.
I'm Natalie.
And if you have any question about the age difference, if you see the size of the font that we printed out, that would give you a good indication. Shelby, we are so impressed with the person, friend, and artist you've become. You are brave, determined, organized, capable, and extremely talented.
You've always been the perfect combination of fun and chill. You're such an amazing sister and friend, and you have the most contagious laugh and beautiful smile to go with it.
You followed your dream to move to Charleston, and then your dream to be an artist. For being the baby of the family and often the favorite, you were the son Daddy never had. You certainly don't act like the baby. We both come to you often for solid advice, and you don't have a spoiled bone in your body. You've always been a little wise beyond your years and carried yourself that way. Strangers always assumed you were our age until we ordered 2 pina coladas and Shelby threw on her goggles and hit the water slide.
Rachel and I agree that one of the best choices that you've ever made is Taylor.
You were a breath of fresh air and just easy to love. We heard a lot about you from Shelby in the beginning, and it sounded like you were cute, honest, confident, funny, and spontaneous.
She is one of those friends who keeps the one she loves really close to her heart, no matter the distance. Tay-Tay. I could not be happier that you and Shelby have chosen each other to spend the rest of your lives together and to laugh at Shelby's amusing stories.
During those 3 to 4 years that we lived together in college, I experienced her unmatched loyalty during our college days and since then. She's even loyal to her Hamilton last name.
Shelby is one hell of a friend. Taylor, you're the luckiest man alive to get to call Shelby your best friend for the rest of your life. I'm so lucky to be able to call you and Taylor some of my closest friends, and I cannot wait for all our future memories to come. I love you guys. Cheers to the new Hamilton. But the two of them, you just carry yourself with such grace and ease in all situations, while being some of the best looking people in the world. We're so lucky to be a part of it, so raise a glass to the couple who are getting married and not related, the Forever Hamiltons.
I can't tell you how happy it makes me to see everybody here. Thank y'all for being so great and always there for me, and I hope I can do the same for y'all. And thanks for coming. And Taylor, I'm excited.
Taylor and I became good friends sophomore year. I knew we were going to be longtime friends because I could tell we were both raised on the foundations of faith, Gamecock football, and the guiding principle of figure it out and make it work. I've had the pleasure of meeting Taylor. You know that he's hilarious. Not in a joke-telling kind of way, but in the form of his constant string of bad luck. 3 or 4 years ago, I got a call from Taylor. He asked him to stay with me in Charleston, and he wanted to bring a girl. I could tell from the very beginning that this girl was a keeper. And quite possibly the only person funnier than Taylor. Taylor and Chiefs. Beck and I have been pretty fortunate, and we've gotten to watch our relationship grow. We made a ton of memories together, and some pretty crazy funny stories of our own. Taylor, I think it's pretty safe to say your bad luck's run out. And always remember, the real Bulldogs are in Charleston, and go Cox. Let's everyone raise a glass. Here's to the Hornets.
I still don't think you know how beautiful you are on the inside and the out. You've such a humble way about you, but to most and especially to us, you've always stood out. We were so excited when you started texting us about him. You were both trying to play it cool despite living in different separate cities. You started dating and you made it work.
Right after y'all met, Georgia, South Carolina weekend, Shelby sent us pictures of you, Taylor, and we had some initial reactions.
First picture, Citadel uniform. Okay, very impressive.
The second picture, a white button down and a bow tie. Okay, great. He doesn't mind a formal setting.
Camouflage / hunting gear. Hallelujah, he's gonna take you hunting.
After spending time with you, we learned that you were the perfect amount of fun, sarcastic, funny, energetic, relaxed, clumsy, athletic, and kind. You have strong morals and a family we have loved getting to know. We've learned from your parents and hearing your childhood stories that you may have pushed the limits a little bit, which we know will be the best compliment to our Shelby, the ultimate rule follower.
And I will have to say, I don't agree with your speech. Shelby knows how to break some rules. We had fun. Yeah, and they know how to be strict. They didn't give up. I mean,
No phones.
you know, yeah, no phones, 9 p.m. We were done.
It has been a dream of ours to have all of our husbands be friends despite our age differences. Natalie had the first draft picked and chose Greenford. It was a strong start. I think I did pretty good picking Matt and thought he was a solid addition. And then saving the best for last, Shelby snags Taylor. Much like Shelby completed our family, Taylor's completing our crew of husbands. And our husbands love you too. Taylor, you have made our dreams come true and then some. You are just what we needed just as much as Shelby did.
We love y'all both so much. Cheers to a long and happy life together. We can't wait to live out the rest of our lives with the next generation of Hamiltons.
Taylor, there's a certain kind of man you want for your little girl. You hope he loves the Lord. He comes from a strong family. He loves and respects his mother and father. He has a strong work ethic and loves your daughter enough to die for her. Taylor, we believe you're that kind of man. I pray someday that you'll have the privilege of standing in my shoes, and only then will you completely understand the love you have for your little girl. You'll not meet many women named Shelby as you go through life. That's because they're special. Of all my girls, Shelby's my hunting buddy. Shelby's one of a kind. She's got the best attributes of her mother. She's got her beauty, her kind heart, and she's got the worst attributes of her dad. She's opinionated and stubborn. Good luck with that. Taylor and Shelby, we love you both. We're happy you found one another. You're like two peas in a pod.
Firefly We are gathered together here in the sight of God, the presence of these witnesses to join together Shelby Marie Hamilton, Taylor Paul Hamilton, holy matrimony.
Taylor called, wanted to meet me, have lunch with me. He had a question for me. So we met at the Wilcox Inn in Aiken on September 15th, 2020. And Taylor, I kept the receipt from our lunch that day, and I have it framed, and at the bottom it says, permission granted.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins.
These are the hands of your best friend, young and strong and full of love, that you're holding on your wedding day as you promise to love each other today, tomorrow, and forever. And knowing that God has brought you both together in this, it's a precious gift, and you're precious gifts to each other. I present to you Mr. and Mrs. Taylor Paul Hamilton.
Here we go. All we need is an open road and a chance to see a never-ending world that's beautiful. Here we go, with the sunlight on our skin. It's a brand new day, it's ours to take, and we will let it in. This is where the adventure begins. Here we go. Here we go. Heading out on our own with our hope in the clouds. We're starting to see that we're onto something. Feel it coming now. Here we go.